recording. Okay. I'm recording now.
Okay.
We were live on Twitch. I just wasn't recording.
Okay. So we'll start over again. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Shattered Earth campaign.
Hi.
It's been like a month since we last saw you, so I apologize for that. But my computer is now with me, where I now have relocated, and I'm free to do stuff on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, whenever. I have my nights free now. So, hey, you might get some more content out of me.
Yay.
Anyway, I hope you didn't miss us too much. And I know we left you at such a lovely point in our game where Bernadette came back, and yeah, Veda's going to have a hell of a time explaining that one. Anyway, I'm kind of excited for this game. Honestly, there's a lot of things that I've been listening to the previous episodes, and there's been a lot of things that I've been going over in my mind. Something that I messed up on, but I'm gonna fix it in my own way.
Can someone confirm that we are live?
We
Yeah,
are live.
I'm on the
watching.
Twitch
I got the
stream.
message.
Okay.
As commented.
My computer's handling this far better than it has in a long time, so just wanted to make sure.
Didn't you upgrade your computer?
I did, but I thought it was internet issues, but I'm not getting any dropped frames.
There you go. Anywho,
That's bizarre.
So, let's just talk for a little bit because we're still missing 3 players.
Oh.
They should be here soonish.
I changed
Okay.
stuff with the encoder, so I probably had something messed up there.
There you go.
Happy late
So-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Did you guys get good Black Friday deals and not get trampled? Hey,
I don't think they really do that anymore.
You trample people?
Yeah, because the stores don't stay open
Black
all night
Friday
like they
deals.
used to. A lot of them don't.
Okay.
But,
Well, I got an Instant Pot for $100 off, so I'm happy.
ooh.
Anyway, so this is the Shattered Earth campaign, which is a campaign that I've created. If you are already 48 episodes in and you don't know that I've created this Shattered Earth campaign, and I'm basically flying by the seat of my pants whenever we do this, then I feel like you're not a really, truly big fan of this show.
Or
But
they're just skipping the first 5 minutes of the show.
yeah, that's fair.
Possible.
Skip to when it gets good.
Anyway, so Shattered Earth campaign created by me. It is a campaign, post-apocalyptic campaign based in the year 2217. It is based in Texas. The reason the apocalypse happened is because a portal opened up, a portal created by Elon Musk himself, and creatures or humanoids started coming over from the other side, like elves and orcs and tritons, tabaxi, gnomes, what have you, all these different races. So they started coming over, and people were like, cool, this is cool. And then at a certain point, magic started flowing over from the other side as well. So there's magic in this world, arcane magic. And then on top of that, there is also monsters that came over. And when the monsters started coming over, that's when people started freaking out, and they're like, oh no, get underground. So we have some bunker babies. We only have 1 bunker baby in the party now, but like there are
Yay.
other bunkers in the group. Oh, 2. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
technically, yes.
I
He's
just
just so
forget that
old.
you were a bunker baby because you've been on the surface for way longer than she has.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5 bunker babies. Anyway, so yeah, people went underground, and then dragons actually came through the portal. I think it was like 8 of them, maybe more. I can't remember. I wrote this a long time ago, and I've kind of ignored the dragons for a bit. Anyway, so yeah, dragons came over, and we were like, oh no, dragons, and we threw the nukes at them. Like, that's what we do to deal with them, because that's how we deal with our problems. Watch any movie ever. And then they blew up the world, and that's what caused the apocalypse. The
I have a
population.
question.
Go ahead.
And maybe you'll say save it for a couple episodes, but just for clarification, because maybe it's designed that way. There's two groups of individuals that one wants to open the portal and one wants to close it. But is the portal actually open or closed at this moment?
I'll answer that for you later.
So,
yeah.
can I say my guess on this?
Sure.
The people who want to close it want to make it so it can never be opened. It's not necessarily open right now.
But it was open. My theory is that it's open.
My theory is that it's not open. The one side's trying to open it, and the other side's trying to just make it so it can never be opened.
That's why the weird smoky guys are here.
That's my understanding, was that it had been opened. They closed it after the dragons, but then it occurred to me after listening to some of the stuff from last episode, it sounded like there were people that were trying to close it, and I'm like, I thought that the known status of the portal was that it was closed, and that was my confusion.
That might just be what he wants us to think.
I love hearing theories. It's kind of one of my favorite things about like keeping you guys in the dark, is trying to like figure out what you guys are understanding. And it's like, some of you might be right, some of you might be wrong. And there's definitely something going on with Talia, and there's definitely something going on with the Red Eagles. Crimson Angels.
I get it right. Can my intelligence go to 16?
Can you, sorry, what?
If I'm right, can my intelligence go to 16? Just boom.
Sure.
I'll be more realistic. Can
No,
I go to 10 to get rid of the negative
you have to be a lot more specific than just saying it's open. You have to tell me like exactly why people are doing what they're doing.
Oh man.
And if you get it wrong, you lose intelligence.
I lose
I won't do
5.
that. Anyway, so the nukes dropped, and then people were living in bunkers. The population pretty much went down to like 1 million people on Earth, or a couple million people on Earth. One of the most populated places in the world has about 10,000 people. So that kind of gives you an idea of the population of the world. And the most populated place in the world, one of the most populated places in the world is in Texas, apparently. Because,
America.
It's mostly nothingness.
Yeah.
It's mostly guy.
Anywho, let's just go over a couple of the resources we're using.
Hello.
We are using the Ultramarine 5 book, which is a book written by Deus Ex Machina, which is a Canadian-based company, and they do a lot of good work. They also did Ultramarine 4. They also did the Amethyst campaign settings, which are pretty neat. They have a bunch of different futuristic, post-apocalyptic stuff going on in those as well. And then we're also using D&D 5th edition, and we're also using just homebrew stuff, because why not? It's fun sometimes. I like making weapons. Sure. And then, that's pretty much it. The artwork that we have on screen right now, you can kind of see gadgets, you can see Garrs, you can see Elaine's, you can see Despina's, and all of those are done by Kyrie Art. Oh, that was almost Kyrie Art did that. And then we have the picture in the background there where you see Dash, Garr, Veda, Boone, Elaine, and you see way off in the background there's Kenny looking all gloomy as he usually does. And that was done by Kayuki Art. You can find them on Facebook. Kyrie says she does a lot of stuff through Discord now, but I assume you have to get her Discord from her Facebook, so whatever. Anyway, I believe we just got our players that we were missing. Yes, we did. We have Elaine, and we also have Garr and Dez.
Hello.
And Gadget got smaller after I made him disappear.
Did you say just Garr right now?
Well, I'm working on getting Dez hooked up here.
Okay. All right. So, I am going to roll a dice. As one does.
You always have the first roll of the night. Isn't that special?
No.
So special.
Okay, so
special. Christmas
we're
miracle.
so in stream we have Gadget, Dez, Kenny, Garr, Veda, Elaine. So I'm gonna roll a d6, and that's gonna be the order of the numbers here. And I'll let you guys guess what number it is.
3.
5.
5.
It's a 6.
Oh, come on.
Elaine! I sent my note, but you take very
I
good note.
saw him. Oh, alright.
A lot happened.
Alright, I'll pause trying to deal with my internet issues to recap us a little bit.
Just go like shit got cray, and that's an excellent summary of
I mean, that's
yesterday's
accurate.
episode. Yeah, 100%.
Shit happened.
Yep.
There's your recap. Welcome to the episode.
Shit got real.
Okay. If I can pull all of my things up. Alright. Well, what turned into originally Elaine wanting to steal Gadget to go get all of his electronics and all of his shopping and all of those things turned into Elaine being handed money and said that, told by Talia that she doesn't need Gadget to do shopping.
Thus.
Because she was stealing Veda and Gadget for something. But we get all of Gadget's electronics. We get... So we got all of our stuff, and it was Elaine, Garr, Dez, and Kenny that went out. We ended up going to the Mountain Pot for lunch. I sent everyone ahead to get a table, and I went by Oddity Clothing so Elaine could get a makeover and clothes that don't look like she was put in a wood chipper and spat out again.
Accurate.
Super awkward, not something I'm used to doing. But he said to come back in 2 days and he'd pick him up, and he's boasting about doing the clothing for the Great Boon and Muffin. Cut to Gadget and Veda on their secret mission. They're at Rift Labs. We find out there's multiple labs. Talia blows up the entrance. She's doing the evil giggle laugh thing. But they destroy the entrance so no one can go in. They come back. Denies or avoids answering some questions. Basically tells Veda she's too dumb to understand what they're doing.
Not inaccurate, but hurt my feelings still.
Also said apparently Elaine's only expertise is shopping. So there's that.
True story.
I feel like that pause had a glare in it.
You guys can't see my face right now, but
Ooh.
I feel like you know me.
We can
Enough by
He was
now.
nodding with approval.
We sensed it.
Well, according to Garr, apparently, I'm the leader of this group. And we go to Dez's, we talk about all kinds of stuff, go back and forth asking a bunch of questions. Gadget decides while we're all drinking, he's gonna stab himself with Gadget juice and get his mutations back. However, he got a little bit more than he bargained for last time, and now he's 8 foot tall string bean of an elf. Plus all of the mutations that we've known to love about Gadget, I guess is the term you could use. Dez is a couple hundred years old. We decide that we want to give Bernadette her funeral or do a memorial for her. We want to dig into more about the Metamorphosis League. Gotta look for Kenny's friends, Philip and Zach. We still have to deal with the whole Life Taker situation going on with Elaine. Visit Fantown. And even though it is super out of the way, at some point go back to Misery for some company. And just to like check on people that we've left out there and everything, because last time we talked to them, it was kind of erratic and you could barely understand us and we were kind of freaking out, and by us I mean me. And then that's when Elwyn takes over Veda for the evening. And well, Veda said it earlier, shit get real. Invites us to his cult meeting, because he's got to go anyway. I'm assuming we thought it was going to be like, okay, a couple crazy people sitting around talking in the church. It's like 100 people waiting for Elwyn to show up. He goes on this whole speech and blah, blah, blah. He gives people fruit from the greenhouse about magical powers and all of those things. He mentioned something about what Chorus has to offer. I have no idea what that means yet, but gonna figure that out. But Elwyn did explain that the stuff from the greenhouse was grown on ley lines, and that's how it gives powers. And he goes on this whole thing about powers, all this stuff. And Bernadette is on a table behind him, and he reveals her very mysteriously, like a morbid magician. And basically does this whole thing about saying, like, all of their belief in him is giving him all this power, and he brings her back to life. From what I can tell, she doesn't seem like a zombie. And she doesn't seem like she's a puppet or anything. And at least from what I was able to figure out, because I've read a book, and books are powerful. It looks like he used the wish spell to just bring her back from the dead, even though she's been dead for a couple of months now. So needless to say, Bernadette is really confused, and Veda so far doesn't know what's going on just yet.
Well, Veda wanted to kill her.
True.
Didn't want to kill her, just didn't want her alive.
She wanted to
Veda
unalive
just wanted to
her. I'm
bury
pretty sure
her
that's
sister.
killer.
No. Very different distinction here.
Veda, we could still bury your sister.
Accurate.
We could still bury your sister. However, that is burying someone alive now. So it goes into very different territory. But it definitely wasn't a normal spell. I didn't see him use any components or anything. We walk out, Elwyn disappears, Veda's back, all of a sudden she's standing next to her sister.
Supposed to be like 3.
So Veda is very upset. Bernadette's confused. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know who we are. She doesn't know where she is. So we get her to agree to come back to Dez's with us. And Veda and Garr were heading off to go talk to River. And I'm pretty sure that's where we ended things with the clusterfuck that we have started.
Yay!
Yay!
For the campaign!
We had a long episode. A lot of stuff happened. Good job.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't actually that long. It just a lot of stuff happened.
Impactful.
It
Some of
only
that
felt
was
like
from
it was
2
long
episodes
because we
ago.
were. I think it only felt long because we were doing a lot more of just like RP and like sitting around and like interacting than let's go murder someone or let's go travel.
Fair enough.
It was a lot of trying to figure out what we're doing next and then everything hitting the fan.
Man might be frozen.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Oh, I thought he was just posing.
He's great at it. That's not that conversation bad.
Doesn't even blink. Damn. Look at that focus.
I
Not
froze
good.
with my eyes closed according to my screen, but
Yep.
yeah, I'm trying to
No, your
fix
eyes
it.
are wide open.
Oh,
Staring into the
Discord's still
distance.
working, so camera isn't too
And-
important.
Thanks for
So we're
reminding me that
still
I needed to
streaming.
get some more of those Skittles.
You're welcome.
I keep forgetting to buy those. Will you send me the link again to the store?
Yeah.
I think
I
I think I gotta close Skype because it's just not working at all.
Hi.
And I'll reopen it here.
You don't need to see us.
Well, I can see you guys on stream, but like I assume you won't want to see me because I
Oh,
tend
right.
to make gestures and stuff.
And stream seems to only have a few seconds delay now. It's a lot better than I used to have it.
That's good.
We back? We good?
We back.
We good?
Yeah, we can see you.
Cool. All right. So, you guys ready?
No.
Always ready.
All right.
Always
So,
wanting.
who are we gonna start with? Let's start with
Oh,
Veda.
yes.
Veda and Garr.
So Veda and Garr, you are on your way to Rivers. Are you going to the spa or the house?
The house, because it's kind of late, isn't it? I don't think she'd be at the
Yeah,
spa.
it's in the evening.
Yeah, I think the spa is closed.
So you're going back to the spa then? Back to her house then?
Yes.
All right.
so Veda, are we sneaking in the window or are we going to the door?
I'm gonna use the door. This is well, it's a lot of talk to. I hope she's not sleeping. She probably wouldn't be sleeping.
Well, it's not
It's not that
late.
late. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe she had a busy day.
But I think what we have to say is pretty important. So let's just knock. It doesn't matter.
I should punch the door then because it's urgent. Because I should show that level of urgency as soon as we get there.
Right through the door.
I feel like that is unnecessary. Unnecessary roughness.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
I'll knock for you.
You guys just little like. You guys just little arms. I'm not saying you can't knock well. It's fine.
I can knock just as well as any big person.
Okay.
Listen,
Yes.
Pat, pat, pat.
Oh, did you knock? I didn't hear it.
Did you knock? Because we didn't hear it come through.
I'm sure it was real good after, like, I feel like I saw your hand move towards the door.
it was super loud. What are you talking about? I actually knocked really quietly. So.
Okay. All right. So you knock at the door, and it takes about 30 seconds, but you start hearing footsteps coming towards the door. And what did you do with Quinn? Is Quinn back home?
Yeah, Quinn should be back
Yeah.
with River.
So it's 4 sets of footsteps.
Did he stop the
Yes.
music on
Wait, no.
purpose?
He didn't get extra legs,
He
right?
didn't have extra legs. He got,
He got, like, hand feet.
yeah.
Foot hands.
He got weird feet. Anyway, so yeah, he comes to the door. He's like, "Oh, Veda, how's it going? What are we doing?
I need to
Do you
talk to you
need
and
do you
River.
need me to shoot somebody?"
No. I mean, I actually do want to talk about your career path moving forward. But I think that's what all of us should talk about. Gar is here.
Yeah, I
as
think
my emotional support buddy.
I think I'm gonna be a mercenary. I hear they make a lot of money, and they get to like go out and fight bad guys, and they get to shoot people and use grenades. And like you saw, I did really good at that place, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I I think you have the skill set. Here, let's go inside first. Let's go inside, like sit on. I guess she has like a central couch area. Focusing on that first. I will support you in whatever career path because basically, I mean, if you want to go out and be a mercenary, that's fine. If you want to work with River, I just want to get you proper training first. So I know people who can teach you how to fight, either the sneaky way, like with River and the spa. I'm sure they do a lot of sneaky things. Or I do know some more mercenary-minded people in the city. I saved them. I don't know if you met them. They were in charge of Fool's Hope. One's an orc lady. I forget her name.
No, I don't think I met her.
She's good
I'm
at
not
fighting.
there, but Dodd.
God.
Yeah,
Dodd.
I did know it was Dodd.
I was like,
Yeah, her name is God.
her name is God. Yeah,
Yes, she's God. She's kind of like Dave.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
Pooh.
yeah, wholly in the way. Dodd's really good at it. Or we know, the wizards. We have a few. I mean, it's a distance, but I'll take you there. I just want you to get proper training before you rush out. And whatever job you want to do, or if you don't want to do fighting jobs,
Well,
there's
I
other
mean,
apprenticeships.
isn't Quinn only like 14?
I think he's 16. Hold on.
Yeah. He's young. I know that.
Yeah, but he's 15 in the middle.
Yeah. So, well, like, yeah, but like I get to train for a bit now. Like I don't have to
To get a job right now, do I?
No, but I do want to set you on because it is dangerous and we don't have the time that we would have had in the bunker for like a full education or anything. And you don't have to do what our family does. Because, I mean, really, it's all kind of gone anyway.
Hey, Veda, I know a guy. He's actually, it's not a guy, it's a lady. Her name is Void. I don't know if you ever met her. She's got a mercenary group. She takes good care of her mercenaries. I hear very good stories about Void and her group.
She have like a training program?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
takes good care of her mercenaries until they're useless to them.
Wait,
Leave
is
them
that
to
the
get
one
eaten by
that we sent the
creatures.
chicken nuggets to?
That's who
No.
the,
Oh,
chicken
no, I know
nuggets
that
work
lady.
for.
She feeds them to chimeras and stuff. She's not nice.
What?
Yeah, she like gets rid of the crippled people. Like we had to save some nuggets. It was bad. You don't want to join that lady.
Speaking of the nugget, isn't he still in the spa?
Dungeon?
Ripper, what'd you do with the nugget?
He,
He works the front desk, right? He's a greeter. He's a greeter at the front door.
Sure.
I
canon.
like to imagine that during Elaine's time in solitude, that she
Pampered him a little bit, gave him some facials.
tried to help him find work, or like had River help us find him somewhere to be and not just a ornament in the.
He's a greeter. It's a great job.
Bit morbid, but when you said greeter, my mind went straight to doormat.
That's so no, absolutely not. We don't do that to our disabled, okay?
No, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to be taken care of before I have more shit that's hitting a fan, and I want to know your plan first before we deal with the shit everywhere.
Well, like I'll train and like do stuff, but like I don't really know yet, and I don't really know what other jobs there are on the surface. So like, I'll look into it.
Okay, and no matter what, it's your decision. And even if things change family-wise, you're not obligated to do our family stuff.
What?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Don't. Our branch is basically dead, no matter who's around. So River's doing her thing, and you don't have to do that same thing if you don't want to.
As you say that,
You don't know how long she's been there, but River's standing in the doorway. So, what is it that we are doing here?
There's a lot going on, and I want to make sure Quinn has a plan, or at least is starting on a plan. Because if he doesn't want to be a part of this, he doesn't have to.
I mean, if he doesn't want to be a part of anything, we can take care of him here, and he doesn't have to do anything.
No, he can't just be like a couch potato. Come on now, it's dangerous out here. There are dragons,
I didn't
zombies,
say couch
werewolves.
potato, but he doesn't have to be a mercenary. He doesn't have to, do any difficult labor. He can kind of be a, scholar or something like that.
Yeah, you'd be good at that. You're so smart. But if you want to like shoot things, you should also learn how to fight to defend yourself at the very least.
Oh, we will teach him that. No worries. Not a problem there. So you say there is a lot of things to talk about?
Yes. Yeah, see, I do. I do want to know more about just a little bit, your branch. When you sold information on Gadget, was that the greater good? Or was that just because someone was paying a lot of money for it?
I did not sell any information on Gadget. That was Bernadette, who also is not Bernadette. But she had informed me that she needed information about Gadget. However, I am now finding out that I should not have given this information to her.
So with how it all works, how do you determine what information is sold and what's not? Do you decide overall, or it's up to each individual?
There are ones who make the decisions of themselves. However, I tend to like to be part of many of these business decisions. And if you're wondering how I make these decisions, I have very little dealings with criminal organizations.
I find that hard to believe since this whole world is filled with criminal organizations.
Let me clarify. More morally reprehensible criminal organizations.
Okay.
Such as if the Terror Battalion was to come in and ask for information, we would give it to them. If the Guichets were to come and ask for information, we would give it to them. If the Found Friends, however, were to come and ask for information, they would get nothing from us. If the Crimson Angels were to come in, which has never happened because, well, look at us, then they would also get no information. The ones who we disagree with in a moral sense, we do not give information to.
Okay, that's good. Oh, Garr, you should probably not mention that. I mean, I feel like Gadget already knows, but it's kind of awkward.
Actually, I think that telling Gadget what happened would make perfect sense to him, and it would build his trust in River. Honestly, it would. But it doesn't matter. It's up to you. I'll do whatever you want to do. But I think you need to tell River what's happening with your sister before she shows up and surprises the crap out of River. because it's gonna blow her mind.
Yeah. Yeah, so no one freak out. But you know how I'm kind of like sort of possessed, right? Did I mention that before?
I believe you have made mention of it in the past, yes.
Yeah. So, we found there's a double of Bernadette, and we chased the evil mutant cult down, and we stopped them, and we found Bernadette's body, her real body, and we're taking it back. And I have a deal where he has a cult, and he gets to go take care of his cult from time to time. And he brought Bernadette back to life, which I thought was a terrible, stupid idea. But she's kind of just hanging out at my friend's house right now.
Why did you think it was a stupid idea?
Because she's not gonna do well. Because she didn't do well the first time. And she's probably just gonna die in a terrible way again. Because we all are, but she has less of a chance than the rest of us.
Wait, that's why you thought it was a stupid idea?
Yes!
Oh my goodness, Veda. There's so many other reasons why it was a stupid idea. That is not the reason. That is
Why do you
not
think it's a stupid idea?
It's a stupid idea because he's using her to do whatever he's gonna do.
Oh, it's a cult? I mean, I'm not... yeah, the cult's, like, really big and stuff, but... It's not like they're doing anything bad. They're just kind of eating magic fruit.
Sorry, so you said the cult has grown?
Yeah, a lot of the mutant people... I gave them an option of, going and building up misery, or, living the quaint rustic life, or joining a magical cult, and they were really into the magical cult. So there's like a lot of people now.
And he resurrected Bernadette right in front of their eyes, and now it's going to be even bigger. Hence what I'm saying about being used. I mean,
I think that's a problem, though, because it's just, Ellen's going to do what he's going to do.
Yes, I get it. He's done with her, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, as far as Bernadette's concerned, if she gets in contact with River, she can have her life back. That's a good thing.
She doesn't have a life here.
Well, she could. I have no problem welcoming family members to our humble abode.
If you think about it, Veda, she never made it here. She never made it to River.
No. She didn't really make it anywhere. She just destroyed everything and died.
You don't know where she made it.
That's true. That's true. She made it, I don't know, to a cult of evil people.
But you don't know where she made it.
Well, regardless, she has a chance to start over, which is a good thing. And you keep thinking about the conversations you had with her, and those weren't actual conversations. Those were with the goop person.
Yeah, but the goop person knew. Like, the goop people know things the real people do. Right? That's how we didn't notice Kenny for the longest time. So it's not... It probably wasn't lying. She probably did ruin the bunker. For everybody. And now we're all up here getting eaten by dragons and werewolves and... really sparkly lights.
I don't know. That's always been my life. So I never had a bunker life. So, I mean...
It's
no
nice. She just didn't want to get married. And now she's going to have a really terrible life.
And you seem to be pleased by this, yes?
I didn't want her to suffer anymore. I was mad, but I wasn't gonna I was gonna put it all behind me and keep going like we always do up here.
So, answer me this question then. Do you think we have a terrible life here?
I mean, the city here is not so bad.
No, I'm not talking about the city. I'm talking about us in general. This household right now. Do you think this is a terrible place to live?
I like
I
this
know.
house. I could stay here for a night.
Do you think
Yeah,
we
Quinn
need
was
to, like,
fine for what, a month
do you think
before he
we-
was kidnapped?
Again, yes, there are bad things that happen. And doppelgangers apparently are a major problem for you. But, that being said, we have never run into these issues before. And we have food, we have shelter, we have ways of discovering whether people are doppelgangers now. And in general, we have a pretty good life here. No?
I think
I
the
don't know
only
how long
thing-
it lasts. I
the
just
only thing that could make it better, Veda. What is that thing you talk about that synthesizes food? What's that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are really nice.
Yeah, if you had one of those, almost perfect life.
We have money. We basically do have one of those.
It's you live almost as nice of a life we used to have, but obviously that stuff can just get eaten up by a dragon at any time. And I
Yeah.
hope it doesn't. And
You
I
are
hope
correct.
everyone's fine.
We have not seen dragons in 100 years.
I saw one 2 months ago.
Here.
No, not in the city, but
I'm saying we here have not seen dragons in 100 years, 150 years. Your life experiences, Veda, do not equate to everyone's experiences on the surface. I have never been kidnapped. I have never been attacked by a dragon. I have never seen a werewolf. Sure, I deal with some shady customers, but for the most part, our life is fine.
You know, come to think about it, Veda, prior to hooking up with you guys, I'd never seen a werewolf. I'd never seen a dragon. I still haven't seen a dragon, but I mean, I heard about you guys talking about dragons. You get what I'm saying? So,
mhm.
I mean, I've been in some gunfights and I've been, you know, in some different scrapes and stuff, but this past 3 weeks or month or whatever we've been together, it's been hectic. I gotta say, way more hectic than what Wakius sends me on. So maybe it's who you're hanging out with.
You know, the purple one makes some sense. However, if this is the life you choose, wanting to help people, wanting to make the world a better place, unfortunately, these are the things that follow you. If you're wanting to make a name for yourself and make money and live a good life, you can still do that. But if you're wanting to improve the surface world, unfortunately, you're going to have to go through some hard times.
Tell me more, River, about this making money and living the good life.
Open the business, be successful. Done.
There you go.
That doesn't sound like something I'm gonna do.
That's all.
Maybe it was like you hire me and I make lots of money and live the good life. That's what I thought. Because I'm not gonna think of my own business. That's never gonna happen.
I'm not going to pay you the kind of monies that I make. So,
She's kind of the big cheese around here.
I mean, look at me. I'm little. I don't need a place this big.
I just want to say, we are the only spa in town, and this is the only place that people can come for all of Texas to gamble their money away, forget about their problems, and once they have done this, oh, well, now I'm all stressed out and I need to relax. So they come here.
Just open another spa.
No competition. Like, we're not here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe everything will be fine. Maybe.
And I'm not trying to be rude, but it really does seem like trouble follows you.
Oh, that's just stating a fact. Trust me. I've been with her for a while. Nothing but trouble. I'm not saying you're trouble, Vade. I'm saying we get surrounded by trouble, right? I mean, we went
I
like
mean,
2 weeks, basically almost no sleep. It was trouble every single day. It was crazy. And we're not done yet. We haven't even finished what we started.
no, we have a lot of things to do. A lot of people we're gonna piss off.
Yeah. We have a
I
bucket
can
list.
I can stay away from here for until we're all figured out.
I don't want you to stay away, but
That being said, if this is the path as you are choosing, it might not be a terrible idea. If you choose that you want to improve the world, I applaud you. I think that's a noble cause. That is great. But people aren't going to like it. The Found Friends, they want the world to get even worse. The Metamorphosis League want the world worse. The Hopeless wants the world worse. The Crimson Angels wants the world worse. You have all these people now, all these factions, all want you dead because you want to make the world better. Understand?
Hey, River, not to change the subject. Well, I'm going to change the subject. Doesn't matter. What do you know about Chorus? I mean, if this world's so crappy, why don't we go through the portal and just go to Chorus?
I've never been. I don't know. I was born here.
And you have no intel on Chorus? That's what I'm asking. I know you've never been.
Nobody I know has been to Chorus.
No.
No one has.
Well,
But-
If you have questions about Chorus, ask Elwin then.
he's kind of vague.
No. Okay, I can send. She'll be real confused, but I mean, she was a lawyer. She's smart. I can send her over here.
We will take good care of her. She will be safe here, and we will make sure that it doesn't happen again. I will ask you a question, though. Can you tell your brother to stop shredding my curtains? I know he's got these fancy new nails, but they are not meant to be shredded. They're expensive.
When? Just because it looks cool. Do you need a scratching post?
I assumed you guys went separately, like because you.
No, I thought he was still in here because she wasn't gonna keep it all
yeah.
from him.
Yeah, that's fair. I just, yeah. Anyway,
No, this is better. That's fine. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else you should know. I don't think the cult's a problem. Elaine has the people after her, but I don't think they'll come after you guys. Because we haven't seen them for a while, though, and they can kind of be invisible, and they have like little drug needle things they hit you with, so watch out for those. We're probably going to bother the Found Friends a couple more times, so yeah, it's fine.
She should maybe keep her ear to the ground about Elwin's cult too, just in case it gets out of hand.
I mean, you're kind of part of it. You went, so you can just go whenever and keep an eye on it.
Yeah, no, but I can't be there all the time. Elwin just takes your body and just goes, and we don't know what's going on because we can't teleport with him. Hey, maybe that's what I need to do. Is I need to become kind of a warlock or something. So I could teleport too.
I feel like
I'm
that's a
happy
real
to
difficult
provide.
spell.
I mean, I taught you how to teleport.
No, it sounds stupid anyways.
Just because you're angry with me, you don't have to diminish what I've given you.
I think we have a plan. I don't know what Bernadette's gonna want to do. If she wants to do her own thing, I guess she can do her own thing. But we meet up the cults in the old church over yonder, so I don't. If you want to have someone keep an eye on it, you can. But I don't think that's going to be our biggest issue, and it's probably better if we all stay separated anyway.
I would visit any time. Just keep in mind what you're bringing when you do.
Okay.
If need be, if you've angered a lot of people, let me know, and we can hire some armed guards in the area as well.
Flamethrower guy might still be mad at us. What was his name again?
Richter.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? I don't have a beef with Richter because I wasn't there when you guys fought him. So
grappled him, and then he set me on fire, so I feel like we're even.
yeah, he probably feels the same way. I wouldn't worry about it.
Bygones be bygones, right?
yeah.
Exactly.
Totally. Yeah.
That's it. In the city. Anyway,
In
I
fact,
think.
if you see him, I think you should probably smack him because if he burnt your fur, I think he needs a smack at least.
Like smack or like smack?
Like smack. But I mean, I'm just kidding too.
Oh, okay.
It's all good as long as you're okay with it. Seems like he got the better of you, is all I'm saying. So he should.
It was a tense situation. There was a lot going on at the time. I could have.
Well, exactly, and he should
held on.
That's where I'm going with that. If he lit you on fire, he's probably okay. They're probably okay about it.
Fine. Yeah. That's fine. Quinn's gonna do his thing. You guys will do your thing. Bernadette will be here, and I'll just keep punching people until I get murdered by something.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch either.
No, I'm sorry to keep you up so late, but I just wanted to make sure we were good before all of a sudden Bernadette just appeared.
It's not a problem. I understand, and as weird as it is that your man in your brain can just bring people back, it's a good skill to have. At least someone appreciates me. Yeah, send her over. We will take good care of her. She's family after all.
We'll probably escort her over so that no doppelgangers can steal her halfway here, and then we have to go through this all over again.
Yes, it's probably best to escort anyone if you're bringing them over.
Okay. Let's go. I was gonna ruffle Quinn's hair as I go.
Stop
Messing stuff up with your claws.
Well, they're super hard now. It's awesome.
Restraint. Go scratch up trees outside.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So you leave River's house and you head over to Dez's house. And at Dez's house, we have Kenny, Gadget, Dez, Bernadette, and Elaine.
Full house.
Well, it
What?
won't be.
It's a full house.
It's a sitcom. You've never seen it?
I have. It's just not a good sitcom.
Anyway. So, how did you guys all meet? and other ice-breaking questions?
Well, we've kind of
Yeah,
all
I'll do all you
stumbled
need.
into each other. I found Veda and Boone climbing out of a hole in the ground after a purple worm. Gadget stumbled upon us at a show Boone was doing.
Did you answer her question or no?
I didn't hear what the question was. Sorry.
She asked, "Where is Boone?"
Last I saw Boone, he was in Misery. He got pretty popular. Started putting on a lot of shows, and the whole town comes out to see him now. But we went running off to go do something after another person who used to be in the group kind of vanished, and we couldn't really pick up any leads on what happened, so we had other stuff going on, so we kind of had to leave. But I don't think Boone traveled from there unless he's doing shows other places.
Well, I know
But last we saw him, he was doing well.
I know Veda was always telling me he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be the most popular entertainer on the planet." So I hope he's able to travel around.
I mean, there's people here who even know him by name, so I mean, I think he's on the right track with the whole being famous everywhere.
Well, good for him. He deserves that. He always, Veda and him, they've known each other for a long time, and they always got along, and he was always nice to her. Because, Veda's Veda. She's got her, we'll call them deficiencies.
She is
She's a
passionate.
very nice girl. She will do anything for her friends, and she's very strong. I have been punched
Strong is
way too
definitely
many
an
times
accurate
there.
word.
We got into so many fights as kids, and she would knock me right out.
You should see some of the people she's gotten into real fights with.
Yeah, I can imagine.
She holds her own pretty well.
So she knows what happened in the bunker, right?
We all kind of know, darling.
So does she?
We just don't know the whole story. I don't think she hates you. She's upset. You know, the bunker was y'all's home.
That seems like something that parents say when. Never mind.
I don't think she's mad at you. I think she's more upset with the situation. And I don't know the whole story, but from what I gather from Veda, she's more upset on the side of it was a stupid thing to do, essentially. But of course, I don't know everything.
Sorry, what'd you say, Gadget?
I think she's just having trouble coping. She's had a lot happen in a short amount of time, and it's a lot to process for anyone.
That's fair. I didn't want it to happen. I never thought it would happen. I trusted the wrong people, and that was all there was to it.
And it kind of seems like every time she thinks she's got a handle on something, something turns and twists around, and things she thought she was kind of done with or had coped with come back around.
Every time she gets a handle on something, the DM just twists the knife a little bit more.
Veda is strong. Probably stronger than a lot of us. But there's only so much that one girl can take in a short period of time. And by no fault of your own, she had just started to patch things up with you. And, well, it's complicated, but then we figured out that it wasn't actually you, and the person in pretending to be kidnapped your brother and ran off.
Yeah,
I don't remember a lot, so. But
Well, sweetie, that's because you've been, from what we can figure out, you've been dead for 3-4 months.
awesome, cool. Anyway, so what's your story? Why do you have so many arms? And why are you 8 feet tall?
Grandmother, what long arms you have.
So, I am mutated by radiation and then just my own reincorporation of my mutated genetics.
The second half gets complicated, but radiation will do that to people.
I was in a bunker myself before it was raided by the Beast Riders in the Metamorphosis League. And I was taken captive and highly irradiated. And I happened to have genes that supported it. But that was a long time ago. I met up with them recently out near Misery?
Yeah, we were in Misery. Boone was putting on a show, and he was in the crowd.
are you talking about
Came
the
up to-
group, or are you talking about the?
Oh
member?
yeah, it was. I did meet them in Misery. It took me a second to remember where they were. I was thinking about the other city, but I actually did meet them in Misery. So I met them in Misery after one of Boone's shows.
Maybe one day I can go see one of them too. How far away is Misery?
It's not too far. We've been talking about going back.
With the truck, it's maybe day and a half-ish, depending. I don't... It's a ways, but it's not that bad. We do plan to head out in that direction at some point. I will say, we seem to have a nasty habit of finding ourselves in sticky situations. Often.
Well, I'm not really much better, it seems. So.
You know, it's a skill. I mean, we come out all right, but traveling with us isn't always the safest trip. But we protect our own and we look out for each other.
I have to say,
So-
it's nice to actually finally meet you.
Sorry, you guys speak up.
I said it's nice to actually finally meet you. Heard so much about you. So it's and being able to meet the real you. So
Definitely a lot nicer when it's the real one.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you're here.
Well,
we'll see.
if I stick around or not, we'll see what happens.
And
No
then-
one is gonna try and get rid of you.
Hopefully you'll stick around.
And you've got family in town.
it'd be around this time that Veda would show back up too. So
I knock to be polite.
nobody's gonna say come
Come on.
We all point our guns
You
at
know
the
the
door.
door's open.
Oh, okay. I'm not like, I don't know. You could be a bunch of zombies in here by now.
Just don't let us bite you.
You would know all about zombies.
And they're so gross.
Is you gonna get the door?
Brains.
Kenny,
I'll just
don't-
blast you.
Is
Anyway.
Des
don't
here?
tease her tonight.
Is Des here? Like,
I would say, come on in.
Oh, I didn't hear
we
you.
didn't hear you at all.
Oh,
Hi.
Sorry. sorry.
I look up. Is Des on the ceiling?
No, she's sitting on the couch with normal folk.
Is the couch on
Aw.
the ceiling?
Yeah,
I'm so extremely disappointed.
the couch is nailed to the ceiling.
Yeah, River's gonna take care of Bernadette. So
How's
let's
River
go.
doing?
Sleepy. But good. And Quinn's doing good too.
She handling Quinn's changes all right?
Yeah, he's ripping up her curtains. You know, he's got the claw thing going on that he's got to figure out. But yeah, he's good.
Well, unfortunately, I do not have any advice for that one.
Yeah, I think he needs a scratching post. I told him to go after the trees outside. We'll see how that goes. But
Well,
you guys
Quinn
good?
listens to you for the most part, so I
For the
think we're
most
okay.
Been catching up with your sister.
Things are
Yeah.
still gonna be confusing for everyone,
Yeah.
but I think it'll work.
Now, part of it is we're gonna stay away from the spa and River's house for a while.
All right. Well,
Not bring them any more trouble.
whenever I know you may not be agreeable to it, considering we get ourselves in trouble a lot, but whenever we do get around to going back toward misery again, I would like to bring Bernadette with us so she could see one of Boone's shows.
No, absolutely not.
What?
She'll just die. She can stay here.
Did you get a
Veda.
chance to ask about my friends?
She can make
The
some of her
nose
own
guy.
decisions, Veda.
She's not coming with us.
I
She's your
can't make
sister.
my own decision here.
I mean, I can't stop you from going to misery, but you're not coming with us.
Coming
So,
with us
just-
would be a safer option than any.
Just stay here with River at the spa in the nice fancy town. That's what you're used to. You're not gonna make it out there.
Veda,
Veda. That's uncalled for.
I
It's
remember
true.
not too long ago I told you the same thing, and look at you now.
I've almost died plenty. I almost died in the stupid warehouse getting your stupid battery by a robot. After we went to a sparkly portal, after we fought a bunch of super mutants.
You know the
That was one
you know
trick.
the one Veda, you know the main reason you did not die in there? Do you?
Yeah, we all work together. But you know, I'm a lot more resilient than Bernadette is.
Well,
I think
I
you
also
need to-
remember you weren't that resilient when I first met you either.
No, it was lucky, but I was still a better fighter.
Yes, you got lucky and you found me. Your sister wasn't that lucky. And a lot of other people in this world ain't that lucky.
No, we were running from what, the worm or the dragon or whatever, and a lot of people from the bunker still died, and we were with them. The cannibal guy died, saving us and the other bunker people. Like, people are still die with us all the time.
There's
Like,
less of a chance of it.
Misery's not even on the top of our list right now.
I'm not saying tomorrow we're gonna go to Misery. I'm saying down the line, once we finally make it back out there.
We don't even know what it's like there now. Remember when the evil ninja people were coming after you,
right.
and there's a murderer going after the little girl, and you want to bring my sister
That's
there?
exactly why I want to go back, Veda.
So it's not going to be a fun trip.
Are you Veda? Are we sure this is Veda?
Oh, it's Veda.
Oh, you want to cut me with the knife?
I don't know. You're acting really weird. You don't seem like yourself. The Veda that I've come to know is always willing to give people a second chance. And you're throwing your flesh and blood and your sister to the wolves.
No, you want to throw her to the wolves, but I'm going on a trip. I'm trying to keep her here.
Throwing to the wolves would be
With my
sending out there
family.
on her own.
I want to let her make her own decisions. She's her own woman.
Yeah, and I need you guys to respect my decision not to take my family places. Or you can leave me behind.
We're not gonna leave anyone behind.
You shut up, Kenny. I didn't ask about your friend. Sorry. I can do one last trip to the spa. I gotta take Bernadette over there anyway. I'll ask about your friend.
I can take her back. You.
If
need
she
to take
wants
a
to
walk.
go.
If Bernadette wants to go see her brother and meet the rest of your family,
I'd like to meet my family, yeah.
I am more than capable of taking her over there. You need to take a walk.
Fine. Shadow, do you mind?
Oh, I thought that was my kid. I didn't realize.
No,
it was
that was Shadow. She really wants to go. She wants to go for a walk real bad. Sure, Shadow.
Okay, well,
She woos. She's a woo girl.
well, with you needing to take a walk and them taking Bernadette back to River's place, why don't we take a quick break so you can take the dogs for a walk?
Thank you.
So we'll just take a quick break here, guys. We'll be back in like 15, 20 minutes.
This is gonna be
Nice.
broken.
And then we'll see you guys later.
I apologize in
Bye.
advance for the lack of a slideshow. I will get it fixed soon.
Slide.
We're live.
Hello, welcome back. There's people
Hi.
eating food and there's people outside, but we're live. I tried giving people time, but Kenny was like, you know what? Let's go live right now and interrupt these people's lives.
That's how you do it when you're streaming.
Yeah. So, let's just get right back into it. So, we are on our way, Bernadette and Elaine, heading over to River's house.
Yes, we are.
And Veda is taking a emotional walk, sullen walk.
Oh, deal.
In the rain.
Gar would go with her.
Can I just assume that you're just not going to talk to me?
Yeah.
What?
What? Oh,
Who are you talking to?
you got fast little legs. I was booking it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's like I'm jogging.
Let's slow down. I'm just walking. And sometimes talking. And
That's
sometimes punching things.
Don't punch me. I'm just here.
I wasn't wrong.
No,
you
but
are-
you're not right either.
That doesn't make any sense.
I can also tell you for a fact that I will give anyone who wants powers more, because you were telling Gar that it was stupid. So if you're going to continue spreading these lies about having powers being stupid, then I'm gonna probably take over and talk to Gar for a bit.
You're really just butthurt about that right now? I'm dealing with other stuff that you
I
caused.
got your sister back. So what are you complaining about?
Yeah, and now
She
I
was
have
dead.
to. She's gonna probably get stabbed by a
She's not
magical
gonna get stabbed by
whatever.
anyone.
You can't guarantee that.
I can almost 100% guarantee that. I would say 95.
Did you like put a little bit? Is this like a Horcrux situation? Are you also in her in a way?
I have not put myself into her, but I have my ways of knowing these things.
You could have asked me first.
Well, I did kind of ask you.
That's not asking somebody. That's fine. She
I
stays
did
in the
kind of
city.
ask you. I
Fine.
just didn't really care about your answer.
Well, there you go. You want to go possess somebody else and lead your cult? That's fine. And give them superpowers. I can just punch people. Fine.
No. No, I have fun with you. I had to think about it for a second.
No, there's that crazy guy who was talking about the darkness. Is he in the cult still? No, he got eaten. That was... Anyway. No, you can't get all pissy because I say something and then when I get mad, you threaten to do all this stuff. We're supposed to be a partnership.
Well, I've never got mad at you. You seem to get mad at me for doing nice things for you all the time. I don't
That wasn't a
understand why
nice
you
thing.
can. It wasn't a nice thing? Is that what you just said to
You
me?
should have asked me about it first.
I
I
brought
just had
your
to go through
family
hell and
back.
back to get Quinn.
You're complaining.
And that was another person I have to worry about.
Complaining about the fact that, oh, all my family's dead. Oh no, woe is me. I have no family left. They all died in the bunker.
It was a sad event. I can be sad
Yeah.
about sad events.
And guess what? Now you have a family member back.
It would have been nice
And
to be a part
you
of
wanna
that
know what
decision.
else? You want to know what else, Veda? Your family's not all dead. But you didn't even ask me that. Now, did you?
Well,
No,
yeah,
you
they're
didn't.
here running a spa, and yeah, I've got
No.
Quinn and Bernadette now.
No, your parents are still here too. But you didn't ask me that. You just assumed, oh, they're all dead. I know things, Veda. I know so much more than you give me credit for.
No.
And you know what? Now you don't get to find out because you've been rude to me. So enjoy this knowledge without any advice. Enjoy your walk with Garr.
It is so confusing having only one side of the conversation, just so you know, Veda. I'm like, is she talking to me? No.
I'm
What's
sorry.
he saying? I don't know. No, it's fine.
He's-
I'm just, it's hard to get used to is all. Plus,
Yeah, I
I'm way
usually
down
do it
here,
in my
I'm like,
head, but
yeah, no, I get it. You're in an emotional state, so I know why it's happening. It's just really awkward. But that's a good thing that I'm down here because you don't see my facial expressions when you're talking.
yeah, everything's a mess, Gar.
I get it.
Mm. We can go the. I don't have any money. I gave it all to Elaine.
Why
Do you think they have some kind of like boxing arena or something?
Or we could go to the casino. I know how you love the games.
Yeah, but I don't have any
Your
money.
space is open.
I have money. Plus, there's free drinks there.
Yeah, I haven't gotten drunk in a while.
So let's go. We'll blow off some
Few
steam.
hours, but who's counting?
Okay.
Yeah, you guys were drinking literally last night.
It was a long time ago for me.
That's fair.
She has hidden water bottles full of vodka all over that van. Anyway.
All right, let's do it. We're going.
Okay.
Excuse for
Go to the casino.
All right, so you guys are heading to the casino. Elaine, you and Bernadette are walking to River's house. And Bernadette, oh, Gadget, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go with Bernadette and Elaine.
Okay.
Very well.
So what are you guys talking about? Bernadette's kind of got her head down and kind of walking as she ruminates over the insults that were thrown her way by her close and loving sister.
I know it's a lot easier said than done, but try not to let it get to you.
Glad you said it, not me.
Veda didn't know what she's talking about.
I think she does. I just don't think Veda understands Gadget.
I don't know if it's... I don't know. Like I said, it's very uncharacteristic, I think.
It is hard to lose family regardless of your relationship with them a lot of times.
Yeah, but she's back.
You guys,
And Veda doesn't know how to process it.
I know my sister. I understand. It's just you say that I've been dead for some time now, and I just expected her to be a little bit happier that she had me back.
Well,
Because, like, if just as an example, just as a like, let's reverse the roles here. If I had found out that Veda had passed, and somehow, miraculously, Like, in my opinion, this is a legit miracle that I'm back.
It
If
is.
Veda had
Yeah.
passed and somehow miraculously she came back, I would be overjoyed to have her back in my life again. And to have her throw me away so quickly and tell me straight to my face that I was better off dead,
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't understand.
that just, it hurts a little. So forgive me if I seem a little bit off.
Bernadette, no one blames you for any of this. And I don't agree with Veda's words or actions as much as the next person here, but she was still mourning you.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, and now she hasn't even had time to process the fact that you've been gone.
I understand, but even so,
So
if you were let's say you lost somebody that you considered family, like very close to you. Like, do you have family? I'm sorry if that's a rude question. Do you have sisters,
know.
brothers?
I have 2 brothers.
Are you close?
I like to think we used to be, but I
Okay.
know what it feels like to lose people.
So let's say you lost someone, and we'll allow it. It is recent. Let's say it just happened, right? But then you get them back. Would you still be upset? Would you still be grieving, or would you be happy you got them back? Like, it just, in my mind, it doesn't add up.
Be
I
like if
don't
your
know.
husband came back and you were mad at him for coming back and being alive.
Depends on which one you're talking about, Gadget.
The first one.
Oh,
Part of me would still be upset that he was gone and that he wasn't around. And having him back, I'll be honest, I don't know how I'd react.
But how long has he been gone for?
Years. It's
Okay.
been years.
So yes, for that, yeah. Let's say you get him back and you don't actually know that it's a miracle or anything. But didn't this happen like right in front of her?
No.
Yeah,
Veda didn't know you were back until
That's-
after the fact. It's
a very complicated answer.
Veda's been through a lot since she's been up here, and now she has for lack of a better term, your sister is possessed. There's a gentleman living in her head who is not a figment of her imagination. They have an agreement that periodically he can take control of her body. And she is basically asleep when that happens. She doesn't know what's going on until she gets control again. So, one minute, we were deciding when to hold your memorial, and the next minute she has an arm wrapped around you. And that is all she knows, outside of what we told her. So I imagine it's a little scary and a little hard to process. And I think what's coming out as anger is just every emotion building up at once. and just overflowing. But it's not fair to you that she takes it out on you.
Yeah. I guess.
It's gonna be hard. I won't deny that. But she had started to come around when that other thing was pretending to be you. I'd got her to where she was gonna sit down and talk to you about everything that happened with the bunker and actually try and work on your relationship. And then that all got ripped out from under her. She's been through hell. And I think she just needs us. And I think sometimes she's too strong to admit that. Because she wants to be independent. And she wants to do everything without the shadow of her family.
I know you don't know me, but if there's anything you ever need or you need help with anything, I'm glad to help.
Fate is like family, so you are too. And you have family here. And if you want to just stay in this town and be comfortable, you will be able to do that. 100%. If you want to travel and explore, no one can stop you. The only thing I recommend is don't do it on your own.
Yeah, that didn't work out for me too well the first time.
It doesn't work out for a lot of people who have grown up out here their whole lives. It's not just you. Most of us are just lucky. You just met the wrong people. And that's not your fault. They have ways of doing that where they feed on it. They feed on the weak and the naive and the hopeful. But it doesn't stop us. Most of the time we learn, we grow, and we get stronger. And it takes time, but you will figure out your way around everything up here. And you don't have to do it alone.
And if you want to come with us, I'll fight for you to come with us too.
Or we'll smuggle you in the truck, and then once we're on the road, she can't say anything. She would just pout.
Yeah, I think she might be right, though. I should probably stay here and...
At least for now. I mean, we're not going to be heading out that way for the foreseeable future, but hopefully soon. And hopefully by then things will calm down. And you'll also be used to it up here at least a little bit more, and so you'll know how everything works, I guess. But this is as good a town as any for you to try and get your footing. Now, I should warn you before we get there, your brother may look a little different than you last remember.
I wonder if we're going to make that a surprise.
But he's fine. With everything that kind of went on, he kind of ended up in the same situation as Gadget here. Not identical, but rather than force anything on him, we decided that he was old enough to make his own decision on whether or not he wanted to continue to look the way he does, or if he wanted to go back to looking like you remember.
So, what should I be prepared for?
Well, for starters, your brother now has feet for hands. Hands for feet. Hands for feet.
Feet for hands would be a little weird.
Not very advantageous.
I don't remember all of his mutations. He's got
claws, and he has like a weird spine thing, right?
He's got really significantly larger claws that he is kind of obsessed with at the moment. And spines.
Hold on, I wrote it down.
His back.
Metal claws, spikes on his spine, and the hand feet. And I think he has some negative stuff, but we didn't see exactly what it was.
It's not visible.
Yeah.
Okay. But he likes it, and he chose to want to keep it. So.
Well, I guess it's his choice.
He's healthy and breathing, so those are always two good things to hope for your siblings. He's going to be very excited to see you. He's been through a lot. And he needs you and Veda so much right now.
I really hope he reacts better, which I think he will.
I think Quinn will be just fine.
Well, let's hope so.
He's a tough kid. I haven't really seen a whole lot phase him except for Veda not wanting him to shoot a gun.
If I had to
shot a
guess, I
gun?
think he'll get...
He has, but he knows he has to get training. We don't just give him a gun and let him go shooting wildly. He saved me and Veda from a nasty situation. And he freaked out, but he held his ground. And I can't say I know very many kids his age that can do that.
Yeah, he sounds like a tough kid. I'm glad he had Veda to help him through the stuff. I just wish I had been here to help him as well. But
I think they were just glad to have each other. And I know it may not seem like it right now, but I know they're both glad to have you.
I do think you're going to get more of a reaction out of Quinn than what you expected to get from Veda.
Yeah, let's hope so. Because if I have another family member responding to me that way, then I don't really know what I'm gonna do. So.
Well, on the bright side, it could be a lot worse. I guess. She didn't punch you, so that's a good sign.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good deciding factor, but good enough, I guess.
I've noticed sometimes when Veda's upset, she would rather punch things and then ask questions later. So the fact that she didn't do that seems to be a positive thing.
Anyway, I should probably go and go inside, see how things go with my family.
Well, if you need us, they have.
As she's saying that, I'm just knocking on the door.
And they should be able to get in touch with us.
You guys don't need to come in. I can take it from here. But thank you for bringing me over here, making sure I stayed safe, and yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll let you know if I need anything.
You've always got a place with us, if nothing else.
Thank you, Gadget. That's nice of you.
And River's not going to turn you away. Your family.
As
She
you
will
say
always
that,
take care of family.
River opens the door and she's like, "Welcome home, Bernadette." And thank you for bringing her over. Did you guys want to come in, or?
We ought to be getting back.
Okay, not the problem. Have a good night.
You too, River. Thank you.
I was gonna ask about Kenny's friends, but you guys went instead. I don't know if you want to do that or we can do it in the morning. I'm just saying
I was
was
gonna
the thing I
ask-
was gonna do.
So
Okay.
I planned on stopping by the spawn talking to River because I wanted to talk to her, but I feel like right now is not a good time. So
Fair enough. Don't mind me. I'm not there. I'm
Kenny's
gambling.
friends will just never get asked about.
we'll get to
They're
it.
fine. They're probably fine. All of our friends and family are always fine.
So
Okay.
if they don't know what's going on, they're fine.
No news is good news.
Yeah, if they're dead and we don't hear about it, did it even happen?
No.
Yeah. Does a cat shit in the woods? Who knows? Yeah, fun times. Do we win any money? If I stay and get drunk enough, she'll probably get in a fight with somebody.
Maybe we'll not do that.
Like,
I'm not there, but
Fight.
Or punch the machine if it continues to take her money. Gar's money.
Okay, well, so you guys are just at the casino then by yourselves?
Yeah.
All right. Roll some Constitution saves, I guess.
Woo! My constitution's not bad. Where is it? Oh yeah, +3. What's the worst that could happen? Dirty 20.
19.
19.
Yep.
And you got a 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're both fine.
Holding our liquor very well tonight, surprisingly.
it's because you pre-gamed it yesterday.
Hair of the dog. It's my favorite.
The cat's favorite is hair of the dog. Amazing.
His camera's always going to be a little wonky.
Yeah, its camera's changing. No one else's is. I gave up.
I just wanted to let you know.
This was accepted a while ago.
They said bad camera is better than no camera, so here I am.
Well, that could have gone better.
Could have gone worse.
True. She could be dead again.
She could still be dead.
I don't know if that's better or worse. Maybe that's the neutral.
I don't think her being dead's a good thing. I'm glad
I don't
she's
think
back.
the way this was. I don't think the way this happened was a good thing.
I don't know.
All I know is that was a very powerful spell that Ellen did.
Yeah.
To prove a point to a lot of people.
I mean, at the same time, though, I gotta... He made a valid point.
Which was?
Magic is powerful. Belief as well.
I've definitely felt that magic is powerful. That's for sure.
Growing up with it being a way of life, magic's amazing. But it's also different. I mean, to me,
And it
technology's
hurts.
amazing. It hurts?
Do you not remember when I had blood pouring out of, like, everything on my face?
Well, I mean, that's because somebody attacked you with magic. It would be the same if
Yeah,
you walked
magic
back
hurts.
with 15 bullet holes in you.
I mean, I've
It's
done
all
that
about
before, but
application.
it's fine.
Not all magic hurts.
No, I know.
This is what I'm trying to say. And while I don't know what Elwyn's goals are, or his end game is, I can't say that he hasn't been really helpful and been there in a clutch when we needed him.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, if not for Elwyn, you'd be dead.
If not for Elwyn, Veda would be a feral cat.
Yeah.
It wasn't very long right before you ran into us. But we went and did a job to make some money. And found that greenhouse where Owen got all of his goodies from that he gave out to the meeting.
I was there.
Oh yeah, you were. It's been a long day.
It's all right. That's what I was, one of the ones I was referencing.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought you weren't there. You pulled me out of a frog.
And Kenny, too.
And shot me in the process.
So yeah, I shot you as well.
You could have forgotten that part.
I'm not gonna forget if you shoot me.
I mean, I didn't shoot you, I shot a frog. You just happened to get hit in the process.
2 birds, 1 stone, Gadget.
That's a very apt description.
Except I'm not the bird. That's
You-
Kenny.
You were an unintentional second bird in this reference. Hopefully, Veda's gonna be alright. She's not in a good place. Whoa!
was hoping maybe Gar was able to talk some sense into her or something.
Let's take another shot.
Chug, 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 chug.
We're having a great time.
Everybody. Y'all can keep going if y'all want to take it back to the casino.
No,
I'm pretty sure they're just
a quick
drinking.
flash over. What's Kenny been doing this whole time? Kenny and Dez.
Kenny and Dez are alone at their house.
Yeah, they're just chilling at the house.
Ooh.
What are Kenny and Dez doing?
Yeah.
She'd rather die again.
Rejected.
Wow.
Oh, don't worry. Kenny's standards have not fallen that low yet.
Oh.
What's wrong, Kenny? You don't like older women?
She'll have you up the walls.
Not into necrophilia.
No.
Way to make it weird, Gar.
That's why we keep Gar around.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing some rolls here for your slot machines, and they're not doing very well.
Oh, it's got
You-
kind of money.
You shouldn't be rolling. I should be rolling.
Okay, but I have to roll a very specific dice, which is 100,000 dice.
Yeah, I think you rolled for us before.
Yeah.
He sucks when he rolls.
You don't determine the odds when you pull the thing on a slot machine.
Yes, I
If you want
do,
to
'cause
blame
I have-
somebody, it's Kenny's fault.
Dang
I have a-
It is
we
Kenny's
don't
fault.
mention this anymore.
We always
Yeah.
mention this.
Mm-hmm.
Gadget
We
has
could have
a
been rolling
secret,
in dough.
Device
We
we put
are.
onto the back of the machine.
No, we're not.
Don't we have? Oh, right. Went shopping.
Yeah. Expenses.
We still don't have a lot of money by, money definition. Like,
Well,
we're better
God,
off than, like, the average person, but... Which, speaking of, I can't find where I keep track of. Never mind, I found it.
And we assume we don't spend the whole night at the casino. We eventually make it back to Dez's house.
We spend long enough to get us decently feeling good.
Okay. Yeah, because you're not winning any money on any of these rolls.
So we only
Wow.
rolled twice. We're only rolled twice. That's good.
You really, I think it's because you did the frog one. You should do the beaver one.
Always a good idea to play with the beaver.
Drinking anyway.
Or that one over there, the centaur. Yeah, it just
That
keeps,
sounds dangerous.
maybe slot machines aren't our thing anymore, like maybe we ran out of luck and we should just drink instead.
Exactly what I was thinking.
If you don't play the games, will they still give you drinks for free?
As long as we look like we're playing, I'll spend the odd one here and there. It's all good.
Snatching the most colorful drinks off of the trays. And then eventually I'm sure we stumble our way back to Dez's house.
All right. So, yeah, you get decently drunkish and head on back to Dez's place. As they stumble in through the door and everybody's watching them, kind of like laughing to themselves.
Need to set up drunk buckets for you guys. Puke buckets.
Oh no, we are.
I don't puke, I'm a lady. Ugh. They're so sweet, and then after a while, it's like your mouth doesn't taste sweet anymore,
Good. A nice side effect. What did you call it? Hair of the dog?
Yeah, that's what I need in the morning. It's not morning yet, is it?
No, not yet.
Say goodnight. I mean, I won't turn the dog down.
You were real quiet. I couldn't hear you.
I think she
Sorry, I was
said-
talking to my dog.
I
Oh,
think she said you need a little more hairball of the dog.
dogs don't get hairballs, do they? I don't think I've seen a normal dog except for those ones I hear in the distance, but like we never see them, you know? Are there really dogs?
Always in the background.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes strays don't show themselves.
They're so sneaky.
Are you guys just wanted to sleep this off? Want me to set up some beds for you?
Sleep. We just got started.
There's more? Do you have like wine, but it's really blood, but you drink it to look fancy?
I already told you guys I don't drink blood.
Insight check. 14.
Do you get disadvantage because you're wasted?
Probably.
That's when Garr comes in and goes, but what are we going to
12.
do with all this blood then?
There's blood bags everywhere.
They're just barrels.
Oh my god.
That's yours.
Yeah.
Okay. So sleepy time.
Come here. Come here. Who is talking?
The dog ran away from Chris. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, it was very choppy, and I'm like, are we losing somebody? Okay. So, you guys are going to bed then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll work on my stuff.
Okay.
Man, we've only been streaming for like 2 hours. And 20 minutes of that was me. Oh, was us on break.
The shadow was
Maybe we
yelling
ease
at me.
into this one.
What was that?
Maybe we ease into this one since we missed so many.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys want to do when you wake up in the morning? What is your plan here? Like, what's the actual goal?
What are we doing?
Silence.
Yeah,
Is
And-
this the second day since I've gone to the clothing store? Or is
Oh.
this day one?
Wait,
What?
I forgot.
Uh-oh. You see how
We're all
it's
actually
going?
dead, and this has all been a dream.
We're going to sleep, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is he saying it like that?
Oh no.
Hello, Elaine.
Ninjas. Ninjas.
We're gonna have
Um,
good dreams.
I would like everybody to like mute or sorry, deafen or take off their headphones except for Kenny because he's the one streaming. But you can take off your headphones. Except for Elaine, of course.
Man, I was just about to take my headphones out.
How's it going?
It's going. I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably good. So, here's the mistake I made. So, remember when you got turned to stone?
Yes.
Do you know what has to be cast to get rid of that?
Oh no.
And do you know what else that spell heals? So, as you drift off to sleep, you start getting flashbacks. And you see things that you thought went very differently. There's you, and there's Byron, and you guys are together. Let me just, one thing here. Just gotta change something real quick. No big deal. Actually, I think we'll change it to this, because this is more where we want to be. Let's go here. Yeah, perfect. So, you see Byron and you see yourself. And there's something that you never thought you ever really had. But you also see a baby bump. And you and Byron are like feeling your belly, and you guys are smiling and you guys are happy together. And you flash forward a little bit, and Byron is working on something in his workshop, and you bring him a cup of coffee. And if you had to take a guess, at this point you're probably about 6-7 months along, and Byron is there still. And you continue along, and we jump forward a little bit further, and you and Byron are holding a child. You have a little baby in your arms. Your first one, what did you name it?
Violet.
So your first child, a little baby girl, is staring back at you, holding onto your finger. You and Byron are together, smiling beyond belief. And Byron gets a very worried look on his face. The memories are fuzzy, but all you remember is him telling you that something has to be done because your mother won't let this stand. There's something going on in the background and you don't know exactly what. And then he gives you a suggestion, and you are crying. You're bawling your eyes out, and he's apologizing, and you just remember she'll be safe. And he tells you, yes, I'll make sure of it. Don't worry. And then you see Wakius come into your house. And he asks, now are you sure about this? And you and Byron both nod. And then he lays you down on a table, casts something, and you are out for a little bit. And when you come back to, you're in a scene that you remember very clearly, which is you coming home and finding the entire house ransacked, turned over, no sign of your husband anywhere, and you see severed fingers in your bedroom. And at that point, you wake up in the morning. And while the memory is not complete, you feel yourself starting to remember these things. And that's when you guys wake up.
Uh,
Hello?
hello.
Hello?
Hello.
We lost Cody.
Yeah. Gadget. Gadget. There we go.
The one issue with removing headphones.
You're
As
fine, right?
a note, I don't know when this happened, but I am gonna be up later into the night if something went down.
Nothing went down necessarily, but something went down. Just not something you would be aware of.
Innuendo of some
It doesn't
kind?
generally come up that I only sleep for actually 4 hours, so I sleep half the time they do.
Yeah. No.
I
understand.
assume I'm like either on like we're all just passed out like on the couch and like the floor and stuff.
Yeah, because you're not in Talia's house. You're in Dez's place.
And I don't have nice, comfy, giant beds with plush mattresses.
Why
It's
are
just
we
the
sleeping
basics.
here?
Marble
So
showers.
when Elaine wakes up, she's just gonna kind of roll over to where she's able to face away from everyone and just silently cry to herself for a little while before she pulls herself together and actually gets up
Oh, so normal in the morning?
and is just gonna just pretend to still be sleeping for a little bit and silently cry to herself.
I'll say I was. Veda's hungover. I don't think she would. It would take a lot for her to notice.
If anybody wants to try noticing, they can roll insight checks.
Ooh.
I can. Am
This
I
is
at
when you
disadvantage
die.
though? Are me and Gar at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
2 for Gadget.
16.
Before looking at stats,
6.
6
Total.
for Veda.
Rolled a 3 and an 8. Yay.
I don't know where my dice are.
Is Gar and Dez back, or they still have their headphones off?
Your dad's just with your son. Because he woke up.
Okay. Did you want to roll an insight check or no?
What do I have to roll?
A d20 and add your insight.
Okay, good sec. It's like your dad does this for me. At 14 whatever my insight is. I think it's 4. 18.
18? Okay, so I would say you know that Elaine is quite upset.
Hey, are other people awake or no?
Yep.
Hey, Elaine, are you okay there? You seem to be a little bit upset. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
I'm all right. Just didn't sleep the greatest. It's been a long couple days.
Yeah, it has been for everybody, but you
So
seem to
go
be
ahead and
okay.
roll a deception check and see if you beat her 18.
It's like 27.
What dice do I? Oh, I don't know what dice I want to use.
The sparkliest.
Okay,
Sparkles had sadness.
we're gonna do this dark die.
Uh-oh.
The abyss.
To try and
Now
hide
here's the
from
question:
control.
does Elaine want to use a procedural memory or not?
I mean, who
Oh,
knows
use
what
the procedural
shenanigans
memory. That's lame.
we'll get up to today. You might want to save them. I don't know.
What's my without my procedural memory, that's a 7.
Okay.
She's totally bullshitting you.
Yeah, so she just lied.
Mhm.
But you can probably also gather, like, she
She doesn't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she, like, it kind of looks like she's still trying to process, and so wouldn't even really know where to begin.
Okay. So, I feel like there is still something going on, Elaine, but you know what? When you feel like you can talk about it, just I want you to know that I'm here for you if you need to talk. Because it's like nobody should be that upset by themselves without talking about stuff.
Thanks,
But-
Des. I gotta try and figure it out first.
Okay, I just want you to know I'm here if you need to talk.
Thanks.
How about we grab some coffee? I got coffee brewing.
That sounds amazing.
Okay,
Aw.
I'm gonna get coffee for everybody, especially those two the drunkards.
Ah, is there dog hair in it?
Maybe I put a
Just
little
say yes.
splash. Just put a little splash in each one of theirs.
I really just want to give
Yay.
her straight coffee, and when she asks if there is, just say yes.
Yes, it's so delicious.
Thank you. I don't think. Gar, did we actually win anything last night?
No, you didn't. Gar isn't here right now, so.
No.
He's-
We
he's
always
looking
win.
after- He's looking after a little one.
So what are we doing today? We're fighting somebody, right?
Knowing us, probably.
Which direction are we going, folks?
Yeah, I mean, Fool's Hope is gonna be a big fight. Do we have everything we need? You're making bombs or something?
Me?
Yeah, weren't you making something?
I've been working on the mech and getting the walkie-talkies all up and ready to go.
Oh. I guess the mech would help.
He hasn't had a lot of time.
I mean, I work on it at least while y'all are asleep.
So do you have an idea of where you're going?
I mean, I still need to. I was gonna ask River about Kenny's friends. I did say I would. So I'd probably
There's
stop by
a-
the spa.
There's a few people I'd like to go talk to before we all head out.
So we
I
take
feel like
today.
Elaine has a new person she wants to talk to before she leaves for some reason.
I have multiple people I want to talk to before I leave for some reason.
She has a hidden agenda.
So we all do personal stuff today, and then go assault the mutant city
What?
tomorrow. Oh, I hear the dog.
Yeah, I was.
Somewhere
is it?
outside.
Always in the background.
Maybe
I
it's in the
know.
alley?
I was trying to decipher whose dog that was.
Oh,
Mine.
it's Kenny.
Oh, it's yours.
Oh, it's yours? I thought that was
No, that was my Cody bear.
Yeah,
Aw,
I thought it was
Cody.
Nico because he kind of looked like he was barking.
If that's Nico's bark, I'm impressed.
Nico is mighty.
Nico's bark is a lot higher pitched than that.
Oh, Kenny, do you want to go with me? I think you can explain your friends better.
Oh, sure.
Just this once, and then we're leaving the spa and river alone for a while. Oh,
Does
the
Elaine need
puppy.
anybody to go with her?
Oh, the puppy.
What's that?
Does Elaine need anybody to go with her? Or is she on her own?
Um,
today?
Where are you going?
to try and get a couple answers from some people we know.
Should probably have
Ah.
somebody go with you.
Like, what answers?
There's just a couple things I thought about last night that aren't making sense.
I mean, that's like everything all the time, right?
Sometimes, but I'd like to try and get some clarity.
Well, I don't think anybody
a
should
few
go out on
things.
their own, anybody.
Yeah, is this
Right.
dangerous? Is it dangerous, people?
Not sure yet.
Well, I can go with you.
I don't
Elaine.
think so.
You okay, Kenny?
So I threw a blanket over Luna's head, and she decided to jump off the bed with a blanket covering her head and just kind of flipped off the bed.
Oh, puppy.
Poor dog. Yeah, I can go with you, Elaine, if you want. I know this town pretty well.
I mean, I know where I'm going, but
If it's dangerous, then maybe we should all go.
I don't think it's dangerous.
Plus, you wanted to go and talk to River, didn't you?
Yeah, but I can do that after if you think there's gonna be trouble.
I don't think there's gonna be trouble. And while I appreciate everyone willing to go, I don't know if this is a conversation I really want to try and have with everyone there.
Well, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's always safer in numbers, but if you feel that you need your privacy, we respect that too.
Yeah, you know a decent amount about magic, considering you grew up around it, right?
Yeah, I know some.
Okay. Will you come with me to Wakius?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dangerous in like an insane kind of way. Yeah, you'll probably be fine.
Okay. I'll meet up with y'all,
Do we have walkie?
maybe lunch or something. I don't know.
Do you have what? Sorry.
Do we have
a walkie?
So that
Elaine does.
Yeah.
do we have
I
one?
assume well,
You have multiples in the group, so you probably
Yeah.
would have one.
I think only one person has a long range, so I forget who does.
There should be more by now.
yeah, because Gadget's been working on more.
I
of
mean,
it.
I spent 4 hours working on stuff last night.
Oh, who has long range?
That should up to mad, but that should be enough to get at least everybody up to long range.
It would probably be everybody, yeah.
Cool.
That way, that can finally be done.
Where's the fun in
After
that?
how long?
Yeah.
Quick, everyone, give your radios away so he has to do it again.
Yeah. Oh, didn't yours turn to stone?
When you guys came back though, did it undo or no?
I assume it went back to normal when we went
Yeah.
back to normal, though.
Yeah, it
Everything
would've-
went back to normal
Okay,
except
okay.
for radio.
Radio. I just
Um,
thought it broke.
Anyway,
but-
so you and Gadget are going to Wakius?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just because that's probably going to be the most interesting thing here to happen, let's go to that first.
Ooh.
So, are you wanting me to get other people to deafen again, or do you want people to know about this?
That's fine. They can know.
Okay.
Half of the group listens to the episodes on YouTube anyway.
Let's be honest, it's like 1 or 2 people.
I'm not trying to spoil things, but you know.
Anyway.
That's fine. We're For the most part, we're good about not being meta. So
Yeah. Okay. So some of us. So you and Gadget head over to Wakius' place. Are you going to talk to Gadget all along the way or no?
if he asks,
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be entirely based on Elaine's mood. If she looks like she doesn't want to talk about this, I'm
it's
just going
not
to let
that
it
she
go.
looks like she doesn't want to talk. She looks like she's stuck in her head.
So, what's up? You... Wait, hold on. I jacked up. No, I'd probably figure it out eventually. So, you seem awfully quiet today. Is everything all right?
I don't know how to give you a straight answer on that. I'm remembering things from
Okay.
years ago. But I'm not remembering them the way that I've known them this whole time.
Oh, that's interesting.
And part of that is that finding Garr was not the first time I've met Wakius.
Uh-oh. You hear that?
And it's really fuzzy and really foggy, and I don't know what is going on.
Did you go to Wakius to have him alter your memory?
I did not realize that was a thing that you could do. I mean, I had an idea, but I don't know. And until last night, I had never met Wakius before we met Garr. And before this whole life taker shit took a turn.
Yeah. Well, what, before we get to Wakius and he gets his spin on things, what do you think you got? Like what do you think you remember from meeting him before?
That I have a daughter out there somewhere that I forgot existed. And I remember Wakius asking me and my husband if we were sure we wanted to do this. He cast something on me. And then when I woke up, the house was trashed. And there was no sign of anyone. Or anything.
Okay. With everything I know about you, I don't know why that would have been the way things went down, but I'm sure that there was a reason. But
I don't remember. It's...
Well, here's the thing. If you did, and you likely had a reason for doing it, you have to remember that the person that you were who made those decisions is not necessarily the person you are now. So there's likely to be some conflict between those two things. So just kind of keep that in mind.
I wish I could remember everything, but it's like putting two pictures on top of each other. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember why I would do that. The only things I know are that Wakius is involved, and I remember my husband saying something about my mother won't let this stand, and I don't even know what he's talking about. I mean, I know my mother, but I just need to know whatever Wakius knows.
Yeah.
Which is probably gonna open up a whole nother can of worms.
Well, I mean, that
But
seems
you
like it's
understand the
something-
whole magic thing, and Wakius is impossible to understand half the time, so...
Yeah.
I figured bringing you would be the easiest, because I knew even if I said no, you guys weren't going to let me go off on my own.
Nah, you gotta take somebody with you.
You get to Wakius's door.
I'm just gonna knock on it and see if
No, you don't knock. You just walk in. If you knock, you go to the bad place.
Was that
I'm
a
not
thing?
joking. That's legit how we've set up.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the knock thing either. But I guess we do usually just walk into his house. I thought we were just
the
rude.
one time Kenny knocked on the door, he went through and went to a place that didn't like.
I thought that's because he went up the stairs and was an asshole
No,
about
it was so when you guys just walked in, it was like way more vibrant. But when you knocked on the door, it was kind of just like white and like
Oh,
cathedral
'cause
looking.
me
See,
and
I
Karl
don't know
just sat at the
that.
bar and had a drink the whole time. We were chilling.
Yeah,
I
you
was
guys
not
walked in,
an
but you didn't
asshole
go
about
anywhere.
it.
You just sat in the bar. But there was nobody there.
Stole from him.
When you walked in directly, there was a bunch of people sitting in the bar.
I was already lost in the maze
Mm.
when I stole from him.
So that makes it morally okay.
I also was
Yes,
not.
He tried to kill me.
I was trapped in a spa because I had people after me, so the first couple of times they went to Wakius's.
This is true.
Anyway, so you just
So I
walk
walk
in.
in.
Yeah. And
Wakius.
as per usual, it's a lot more fabulous and vibrant and colorful. And to the left, there's a bunch of people sitting down, eating, drinking. And to your right is the study.
I'm gonna pop my head into the study and see if he's in there, I guess.
He is not. It is early in the morning. Wakius does not wake up until like 11.
Or he's been murdered.
Don't spoil it. Jeez.
Because they knew.
Or you got to do the secret wake up thing.
Set on fire by the own voice in his head. Poetic.
Well, I don't know Gar's secret wake up thing.
Because you
It's literally just going, Wakius, Wakius, and just getting louder and louder.
Like you. Aw.
That's my
That explains
boy.
why he just screams his name 20 times when we first get here.
But yeah, so you guys go and kind of just chill in the bar for a bit, I assume. I don't know whether you go wake him up, like, because you wouldn't even know where his room was. But
No, the most I was gonna do is because there's stairs that lead up, right?
yeah, but it's just a never-ending room after room.
Just from like the bottom of the stairs. Elaine's gonna just yell up a couple of times and see if that does anything, and if not, she's just gonna go sit in the bar.
Let me roll a perception check for him and see how it does. Actually, yeah, 21. That's not bad. Who's
No,
waking
they're
up
not
this
here.
early in the morning? What's going on here?
I am.
What do you want?
I have questions, and you're the only one that has answers.
Questions about what?
Me.
What about you?
Actually. Whatever you cast on me, like,
Did I cast something on you?
you
Crazy
did.
wizards.
Well, you can speak with my lawyers. And he like wraps himself up back in his bathrobe.
Wakius, I just want to know why I had you do it. Because I don't know, and
I
I'm
don't
remembering
know
things,
what
and I'm
you are talking
confused.
about. What did I cast on you?
I don't know. But I'm remembering things differently than I thought I remembered them. And I remember you being there and asking, "Are you sure about this?" And you laid me out on a table to cast something.
Well, if it's a memory thing, then it would have been alter memory. That's all I would cast. But I don't know. I don't remember you from. Have you been here before?
Does the name Lila ring any bells?
Nope.
Insight check.
Ooh. Get him.
Hey, Gadget,
Oh.
roll an intelligence check for me.
15?
Maybe he's done a spell on himself.
Or he's a crazy man living in an invisible tower.
Care to take a guess?
Natural one?
Ooh.
It would be a natural one.
Hey,
Oh my
you
gosh.
got my bad
What's-
luck.
What?
I have been cleansed.
+5, just 6.
Too bad Deza wasn't there. You could re-roll that. She'd
Mm.
be like, "Do better."
Slap you across the face.
Yeah, you don't remember then. Or maybe you do as the player. I don't remember. Like, I don't know. Do you remember what I was going to tell you?
That somebody's used the word Lila before, but I don't remember who it was. at the
No,
moment.
it wasn't about that. It was about Wakius. And I rolled for him as well. He's telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm not going to give it to you, but like, it is about Wakius. So if you remember,
Can we
I will allow
at
you
least
to
just
do it.
sit down and talk about this? I'm kind of tired of screaming up the stairs at you in your own home.
Fine. I need a morning drink anyway.
I meant like privately and not among like everybody else. But
Make her
Whatever.
put on clothes.
Okay, fine, whatever. Let's go. And he heads down in towards the study. And as soon as he steps into the study, his outfit changes into like a nice silk bathrobe that's like kind of the paisley with like a nice thick ruffle around the collar. It's nice and tied up. He has like nice not corduroy. What's the word I'm looking for? Like pinstripe slacks on or pajama pants. And then he goes and sits down, and he's like, "My good sir, can you bring me a coffee, please? Thank you. So what is it that you would like to speak with me about?"
I like I said, I'm remembering things differently, and it's really fuzzy. But I know you cast something on me. I just don't remember why or what you cast.
Well, it would have
And
been
I'm just
altered memory.
really confused.
What is it that you're asking for, Lila?
Do you remember why I had you do this?
Well, yes, of course, but you've also asked me not to tell you even if you asked.
Of course I did.
Is there a change in the plan? Like what is your goal here?
I'm remembering, and I'm confused. And I just want to know what's going on.
Well,
Because this,
to be honest with you, if you're remembering, you did ask me to do it again. So, if you'd like, I can take it back. That's up to you, though.
I want to know.
One of the ghostly figures comes down and gives him a coffee. He's like, thank you, sir.
He takes a big old sip. I understand that it's hard to believe that your memories aren't your own and that they were altered and created. But I can tell you for a fact that it's not necessarily a bad thing at all times, and like it is a service I do charge for because there are a lot of people who want to forget things about their lives. We live in basically an equivalent of Sin City back in the day, and there are things that happen here that people don't want to remember.
Do you know if she's okay?
Yes, she is.
I don't do well with this sort of thing, which is why I tend not to be in this state very often. But all right. So your husband, Byron, he came to me and, well, he felt that your family would disapprove, which you agreed, and would report you and him to the Crimson Angels and the Life Takers as well, And if that was the case, there would be no chance. Do you remember much about your husband?
I'll be honest right now, I don't know what is true or fabricated at the moment. But I know he would have done anything for me.
I'm going to ask you something that might be strange. Do you remember his birthmark?
He didn't.
So no, you don't. I've said too much at this point. Now the question is, do you want these memories gone again? I can get rid of them. You don't have to remember losing her. You don't have to remember... Well, you'll still remember losing him, but she will be distant. It still will hurt, of course, because I can't get rid of the things that happen to your body. So, unfortunately, I have to keep your memory of carrying her.
No, I can't. I can't forget again. I can't.
Are you sure? You did ask me to.
That was a long time ago, Wakius. I can't.
All right. Well, I can't give you much more information. I was sworn by both you and your husband that I wouldn't tell you anymore. I'd already broken that oath.
Thank you for telling me.
I can tell you they are both safe. I can guarantee it. But they are still being sought after. But I can take care of that for you.
If it's the life takers, they're after me too right now.
I know.
Someone's been asking questions about me in town, but I don't know who. But I know there's been inquiries.
Inquiries about your past, your present?
About me specifically. By name, by description. I don't know what they're asking or what they're looking for, but I know someone's asking about me.
Well, it's most likely their information sources. But They won't get anything from me or any of the patrons here, so you're safe with us.
I just have to make sure I'm safe with the person they're asking for the information from.
Yes, that's true.
I'm pretty sure I am, but I can't be sure yet. If I do change my mind about remembering, I'll pay whatever you want, and I'll come back. But for right now, I just want to remember.
I mean, you've already prepaid, if I'm being honest with you. But yes, feel free to come back. We can perform the spell, and I can maybe alter the memory a little bit, but I can't do much because, like I said, some stuff has to stay.
No, I know. I get that.
I do apologize. And as I said, this is never comfortable for me. Can I ask you a question, though?
Sure.
Did my magic fail, or did somebody do this for you?
I don't think it failed. I don't know what she did, but I was basically turned into a statue for a little bit not too long ago.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Pretty much the only thing that can bring this back is either a wish spell or a greater restoration spell, and getting somebody out of stone is also a greater restoration spell. So
I did both instead of just not making me a statue.
And, all right. Well, do come back if you have the request, but
as I said, I can't give you much more.
I know. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your life, I guess, Lila. And
I will try my best.
I do hope you meet again. And he stands up and walks out of the study and immediately goes.
Can I ask you one question? Can I ask him a question real quick if you'll step outside, Elaine?
Yeah. I'm gonna...
he starts walking towards the exit, and then Gadget speaks up.
Get a coffee.
Once she steps outside, Wakius, I just have one question, and if your deal with her is not to answer, that's fine. It's a mostly general question. How old roughly would the child be now?
Elaine, tell me the answer to this question.
Like 9.
There you go.
How old is Molly?
5.
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
I was thinking that too.
All right. I appreciate that's what I needed. I need to know if we'd already run into her child or not.
No.
Thank you for your help. Is there anything to watch out for if she starts becoming, to know that she's going to start becoming more unhinged with these dual sets of memories?
No. The others should fade away, and she should have all her memories back soon enough.
Okay.
That being said,
It's going to hurt a lot.
I'm
Not
sure.
physically, of course, but
Mentally.
emotionally.
anyway.
And he walks out of the study and immediately switches into like the fleece heart and white heart polka dot bathrobe open with the boxers on, bunny slippers, crazy hair and beard. All right. Well, I'm going to start day drinking. So it's time for you guys to get out of here.
What a life.
I'm gonna walk out.
And with that, I think we'll actually call that a game. You guys walk out. We have Veda and Kenny heading towards the spa to ask his questions. And then we have Dez and Garr just chilling at the house. And we have Elaine bawling her eyes out and Gadget walking behind her.
Nice.
Anyway, so
What a
we
day.
hope everybody enjoyed.
Nice friend Gadget walking behind her. Gee, Willikers.
And he's actually kicking her heels every once in a while, just keep her on her toes.
We hope everybody enjoyed the episode. And I hope everybody can tune in next week and we'll get back to a regular campaign. Because, yeah, I got my computer now and it should be fun. So we will see you all next week. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.